Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. We have our 3 piles here with pile 1 on the left through to pile 3 on the right. And today we are asking the cards, what is it that we are currently facing? I'll leave the timestamps in the description box below along with the cards I'm using. I'll also list my socials and my website. You can now use my website to book private readings with me. And make sure you like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying the readings. I appreciate all of your support. Alright, let's get to the reading. Hello Group 1, if you chose this Ametrine, this is for you. So this one is a mix between amethyst and citrine, I believe. So let's get into your reading. So I'm going to be shuffling on camera this time, so I can, okay, so we've got this one here. So we're asking the card what situation you're in and what you're currently facing. So feel free to skip through the shuffling part if you're not interested in watching this part. Okay, so what are some obstacles for pile 1? What is some advice for pile 1? What can we have some further guidance? And what will be the outcome or the future outlook here? What do we need to know looking at the future here? Don't need that many. Gosh, just one card would be nice, or a few. There we go, okay. So, first coming out is the King of Pentacles. So, you're a very hardworking kind of person, and at the moment you have been very loyal. You're a very loyal type of person in the situation that you are going through. So the next card we had out was the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this reading is to do with a certain attachment that you've got to something or someone. So next out was the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a fresh new energy coming, and it's like currently at the moment you're getting inspired by something and you're feeling that sense of ambition, and you're sort of in the process of, it's like things are firing up, and like things are really firing up inside you, like your passion is really starting to bubble and boil. Next out we have the Fool. So this is showing that you about to start off on a new adventure. Something's been calling you, and it's something that you're very new to, but you're very passionate about it, and it excites you a lot. It's something that really, makes that fire burn inside of you. And next along we have Judgment. So it's a time now that you're really kind of processing the decisions you're making, and the choices that you're going to make, because there's a lot riding on these things, and there's like big life changes coming. So it's just a time to reflect that if you are doing it for the right reasons, and look inside your heart and ask yourself what the reasons are that you're doing it, and if it comes from a heart place, a heart-centered place, then that's how you'll know that you're in the right place and you're on the right direction. And it's definitely something worth pursuing and dedicating yourself to. So we also had out here the Four of Cups. So this is a message of abundance and flow, and it's a sign that in the future things will start to flow for you, and you will start to feel that success and that joy and that abundance coming into your life. So it's definitely something that's going to make you very happy. And this is actually a bonus card that came out in this deck. They have only 2 bonus cards, so one either comes out when you're focusing on a situation, or yourself, a person. So this one's come out, it's you are the one, so you are focusing on yourself at this time. It may mean that you're letting go of something or leaving something behind. So with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here, you sort of leading up to this, you know that it's going to take a lot of sacrifice or a lot of heartbreak to move on to this new chapter in your life. And you are going to be parting ways, or going without things that you have been very fond of, that you're familiar with, your close environment, your close friends, and everything that you're familiar with basically is going to be changing. So that's what you're kind of going through and processing through at the moment. But there's definitely a lot of inspiration there, and big dreams and big personal goals that you're chasing. So yeah, definitely go for that new adventure. Go for that new, whatever it is for you, a new job, new learning opportunity, new study, new family member, pet, whatever it is for you at the moment that you're bringing into your world, or you're leveling up. So whatever the focus is for you, your focus. So finding that focus as well will be important, because you need to really look inside yourself and find out what is true to you and what's important to you and what you value the most in life. And you know, if you look 20 years down the track, are you going to turn around and think, oh, I'm so happy I did this in my life, and this was like the most beneficial, productive, like growth kind of time of my life, or successful time of my life. Yeah, and it's definitely going to be something that will fill your heart space, and yeah, it'll definitely like give you a whole new sense of freedom or creativity or motivation that you haven't felt before. Yeah, and it'll just come rushing in so naturally for you. I might get a clarification on the Judgment card coming out, because I feel like there's some kind of hesitation around this decision or this action that you're taking. So can you please clarify the Judgment card? Okay. So we've had the Strength card coming out. So with the Judgment card, I feel like the message of strength is really just to say that yes, it's definitely going to be a hard choice, because it's all you know that you're leaving behind, and this is a very, like, it's all going to be new, so it's a very foreign kind of situation that you're putting yourself in, and of course that's going to bring up so many fears and worries and things that you might be stressed about, or that you're worried that you can't handle. But the strength is here. You've got the strength in you. You've just got to rise up to the occasion and trust yourself. Yeah. I'm seeing an image of just like looking a lion or a tiger straight in the eyes, like looking fear in the face, but I'm hearing that it's you looking at yourself in the face going, like, you don't need to be afraid, and like pepping yourself up in that way. So yeah, it might be a bit of self-talk, a bit of, you know, positive affirmations, because there's definitely nothing that should be holding you back. Don't let anything like dim this moment for you, because you definitely have what it takes. And we also had coming out there the Six of Wands. So yeah, you definitely have what it takes. You're setting yourself up. You've got the tools that you need. You're putting in the effort. You're showing up. You're dedicating yourself to this. This is not something that's just happening overnight. It's been planned out. Yeah. So it's really going to be something successful for you, and it's going to be something that you should be really proud of that you've managed to do. So yeah, definitely a push to just like embrace this new adventure. And don't forget to be proud of yourself and reward yourself along the way, you know. Celebrate those little wins and celebrate every time you make progress, or meet a little goal, a little step along the way. Really cherish those moments, each one. So we also have this one here coming out, the habit, dependency. So what else do we have? We have the sun. So I feel like with this one coming out and then the sun, it's like the only person sort of holding you back at this point is yourself. Sure, you have ties to where you have been, and it's definitely hard to sort of, you're not completely severing ties, I feel for a lot of you it's just that you're there might be some space or time or distance between you and this thing you're leaving behind. So yeah, it's just the only thing that really is going to be stopping you is your own fears and your own getting in your own way, letting your thoughts get in your own way. Yeah, Spirit is really, I'm hearing, just go for it, just lead, like let your soul lead the way. Yeah, don't hold yourself back. Yeah, it's almost like this energy of getting blown with the wind, like go with the flow. The universe is just let the universe kind of push you along. When it comes to that, and that's where you'll be keep. That's how you'll keep pushing towards your sun. So that happy moment where you realize that, you know, how good you've done, how amazing this journey is, and that you have such a big role to play in this journey. Like, I feel like I'm hearing that it's been a community effort, or that there's been a lot of people involved in getting you to this place, but you are a very special and big part of that as well. And give yourself credit for that, because your dedication and your passion is what pushes you and what drives you, and yeah, makes you dedicate yourself to this in the way that you do. And you are creating this sunshine for yourself in your life, this contentment, this fulfillment, and just happiness and joy you're bringing into your life. Okay, so I think that's about it for the messages coming from the tarot at the moment. So I have got some oracle cards here for you as well. From the Sacred Forest Oracle, we have Wild Rose Faerie, Love. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the book on this one, because it's a really sweet message. The scent of wild rose is heady. The perfumed fragrance swirls around you and flows directly into your heart. With each breath, your heart opens even wider and deeper. The soft pink colours of the petals contrast with the dark shiny leaves. Fluttering among the blossoms is a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Magic is in the air. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution towards a realization that we are all love. In matters of romance, there is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you to others and to the universe. Healing has occurred. Healing is occurring. Healing will occur. Your angels, guides, and spiritual guardians and allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself in the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. The spirit of the wild rose says, you are more cherished than you can possibly know. Open your heart to receive. Love is on its way. You are an internal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough just as you are. There you go. We also have the Storm Angel from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. So, the message here is, you don't need to worry about the old belief systems or belief systems that you grew up with. It's a time to start creating your own belief systems and, go by the beat of your own drum and, make your own style, set the way for your own style, like create your own style. And it's just a reminder to not let that fear get into your heart space, and you don't need to worry about that storm anymore. In order to see the light on the other side, you really need to step into your heart space. I'll read a little bit from the book on that one as well. There is nothing wrong at all with difference. Diversity is wonderful. Shadows and light are beautiful and necessary and can coexist in harmony. But certain kinds of difference do not blend. Like oil and water, they separate and cannot coexist in harmony. Therefore, I bring change, and when change comes, for some it is simple, easy and flowing. For others, dramatic, erratic, wild and full of static. Like I said, I appear when two forms of energy collide, high and low. I appear to burn away the old and create a clear, fresh vibration where all that is stale and fearful and unpleasant has been cleared away. The wonderful thing about this challenging collision is that while you'll be nudged out of your comfort zone, you'll also realize how much has changed and how far you have come. The results will be worth the pressure. Trust me. When I appear, know that it is natural for people to feel tension, to become even more entrenched in their beliefs, and to refuse to let go. The only approach you can take right now is to clearly and powerfully remain in integrity. Do not compromise who you are out of a misguided notion of being compassionate. You must speak the truth that is in your heart and stay committed to that truth. There may be arguments, even angry situations and fights around at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed so they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, as no one can lie while this angel is about her work. Any lies, deception, manipulation and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective objective for you when the storm angel is about is to speak truthfully and act in integrity, as all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden, so it can be banished for good. Yeah, so definitely a lot there with, you know, raising your vibration and acknowledging when your thoughts or others' thoughts are, you know, of a lower vibration. So we also have some healing water oracle cards for you. So we have Let It Rain, Allowing What Is, Inevitably Trust. Couldn't have enough room on the camera so that you can really see them real good. We have Cosmic Ocean, Current Dreams, Future Realities and New Beginnings. The Sirens, Use Your Voice, Expansion and Freedom. And the Well Maidens, Kindness, Respect, Reverence and Compassion. So yeah, I like these three together. Let it rain, allowing what is, trusting what's already inevitable because it's written by the universe. Cosmic Ocean, Current Dreams, Your Future Realities and New Beginnings. And the Sirens, Using Your Voice, Expansion and Freedom. I actually pulled all the oracle cards first this time, and that's how I got my piles, and then now I've done things a little bit differently where I shuffled and pulled the cards on camera. So it's interesting, the oracle cards really reflected what I spoke about with the tarot reading. So yeah, very cool. And finally we have a Power of Love activation card. We have Integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So there you have it. That is the last card for pile 1. So I hope you've resonated with that message and that it has been helpful for you. Please get behind me and support me with liking and subscribing to my channel and commenting, letting me know how you found the reading. That would really be appreciated. And that being said, you can check out my website, which I'll list in the description if you are interested in a private reading. I do offer those now and you can book through the website. Other than that, I hope you all have a lovely week and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hello group 2 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the fluorites, then this one is for you. So I'm doing things a little bit differently today. I'm going to be shuffling the cards for you on camera. So I'm asking about what situation you're facing, what you're currently facing at the moment. And what are the obstacles here? some more advice on how to tackle these obstacles. And could we get some further guidance here? And what do we need to know about the future? Let's start with that. And so first out we have the Wheel of Fortune. So current sort of energy I'm feeling is that you've been working towards something and you've sort of had to use all your resources or gather up lots of information and figure out how to use that information and what you're going to do with that information, and get people's knowledge and opinions on things and see things from their perspective, and really get some guidance from people who have been there and done that before. So what else do we have coming out here? We have Justice coming out, and we have the Two of Wands. So with the Justice coming out, I feel like you've been fighting for something for a long time in your life, and you've been fighting for justice, and you've been fighting for all the right reasons, and we've got the Two of Wands coming out. So you've got a bit of a decision, or sort of two completely different paths that you've had to look into. So what else do we have? We have the Temperance coming out. So this situation has made you really think about what you're putting into things, and sort of like a recipe, you know, that it's taken you a long time of trial and error and experimentation to figure out exactly what you need to do and what you need to put into things and how you need to approach this situation and certain things in your life to be able to deal with them and navigate them and do the best you can with what you're given or with what you're facing. So we also have out here the Five of Cups. So you do still struggle, even though like you've gone through this period of fighting for justice, and justice has prevailed. You still have this guilt that you're hanging onto, that you still could have somehow controlled things differently, or you wish you could have handled things differently, because if you had only have realized, or if you'd only knew better, or if you only handled things better, your life could have turned out differently, or the outcomes could have been better or different. But with all that sort of worry and stress around that area, it's really clouding what is in your life still, and all the great things that you have accomplished in your life. And even though you have had your struggles, and you know, you may have wished things weren't the way they were, but you still have these beautiful things in your life that make you so happy and really fill your heart, and are really very special to you. So what else do we have here? We have the Eight of Swords. So I'm hearing that this kind of behavior or this way of thinking is really not helpful for you, because it's really keeping you stuck, and it's keeping you in, that guilt is really playing on your mind, and it's keeping you in this sort of, it makes you blame yourself, and but you don't need to keep blaming yourself, because things are in your control. It's just not in the way you initially expected. You've got to take control of the situation in a whole new way. And it's not about gaining control over other people or other people's lives or entering into other people's worlds. It's about really looking inside yourself and going home to yourself and asking yourself, what can you do to pull yourself out of this way of thinking and unblocking these thought patterns. So what else did we have here? We have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles, this is a big time of self-realization for you, and yeah, really getting to discover new things about you, and yeah, dig deep inside of yourself, and discover new things about yourself and learn from those things and develop from those things and master some new thinking skills and strategies, so that you can keep leveling up. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about what we should focus on. So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. So it's really a time of just tending to what you have. Yeah, just paying attention to what you have around you and putting all your love and effort into it. You know, whether that's cooking good food or, you know, spending time outdoors, limiting your screen time, whatever it is in your world that you need to do to create like a harmonious environment and a fulfilling environment. Just keep doing that. Yeah, it's a real time of nurturing what you've got. We have the Eight of Wands here. With the Eight of Wands coming out, I'm hearing it's not about you. It's not about all eyes on you. It's about creating that bigger picture, that life that you want, that life that you want to create, that life that you're proud of. It's going to take a lot of inner work, and you're going to be responsible for making a lot of these changes and these great positive things happen in your world. But it's definitely not about you. It's about your world and the bigger picture and what you're trying to create. And you do need to stay focused on yourself though. It's a very humble thing. It's not a showy type of thing. It's not a look at me type of thing. It's not something that you're doing just to get attention or, you know, to look aesthetically pleasing on social media. It's really genuine and it's really down to earth, and it's really wholesome. It's a wholesome thing that you're creating in your world. And we also have out the Knave of Cups, so the Page of Cups. I feel like it's just a time of really embracing these new feelings, and you know, by doing this deep inner work, you're going to be uncovering a lot of truths, and it's just about working through that old stuff that's blocking you, and making you stuck back in the past energy. While you're working through that, it'll just be a time of getting used to these new fresh feelings that come up. And we also had out the Hermits. So make sure you do take that time, space away, if you need it. You know, life gets busy and things happen, but make sure you're prioritizing this stuff, this personal growth and this self-care, and that's going to really be helpful when in this time of growth. You need to spend, you know, time meditating, getting fresh air, going for a walk, clearing your head, because you need to shut off all the outside noise and have that quiet time to really think and go deep and feel the feelings and process everything. So we also have here the Queen of Cups. So definitely working towards that confidence and being comfortable with what you've created in life and who you are in life at this point in time, and who you're working on becoming. Really embracing that. So there we go. We also have some oracle cards here. So let's see what came out for the oracle cards. First we have from the Sacred Forest Oracle, we have Bee Spirit Prosperity. So I'll read from the book for you for this one. It's a lovely message. In the meadow, the flowers are heady with their sweet scents. Bees flit from flower to flower, their droning sounds like the combined chants of 1,000 monks. As you watch, you can sense their focus on productivity and working in community. The result of their industry is golden amber honey. This card can be a wonderful sign that abundance and sweet energy is coming your way. It also can be a card of productivity and organization. So you have been indecisive, disorganized, and unfocused. This card can mean it's time to focus, reprioritize your life. Have you been too busy with nothing to show for all your work? Decide what is most important and take steps in those directions. To activate the prosperity you desire, this card can also signify that it's time to work hard. Be willing to put in time and energy, and your goals will be attained. Your efforts will pay off. Bees work together, so also consider whose energy aligns with yours and how you might collaborate to achieve your desires. By doing this, good fortune will ensue. Throughout history, bees and their productivity are admired because they bring us honey, which is associated with the sweetness of life, nourishment and wealth. Honey also associated with gold in many legends. The message Bee Spirit brings is that with diligent work you will gain gold. The spirit of the bee says the sweet abundance of the universe is flowing into your life. However, you may need to take action and perhaps join with others to align with the frequency of your dreams. Believe that you deserve your goal and your goal will unfold. So there you go, another little message in there of getting organized and prioritizing so that you can get ahead. So whether that is, every Sunday afternoon the whole family chips in to make sure the laundry is up to date and the meals are prepped for the week ahead, and prioritizing those things, so making those like part of your self-care rituals or routines, because the more prepared you are for the week ahead, the better you will eat, the better you will be organized, and the better you'll be able to tackle day by day. So we have also got some Magic of the Unicorn oracles for you here. So we have creative solutions, think outside the box, view things from a higher perspective. So yeah, definitely opening up new ways of thinking, opening up that box and seeing things from other people's perspectives, and taking a step back and trying to either channel from the universe or think about things from a higher vibrational place. And we also have Ascension Lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. So definitely a lot of spiritual growth here, and it's funny because some of these themes have come up throughout the reading, and I've done things a little bit differently today where I pulled the oracle cards first, and then I've pulled the cards for the tarot on camera, and it's interesting to see some of the themes and the messages coming out from the tarot actually match up with the oracle cards that I pulled out even before having these. So we also had out Mahatma energy. So this is build your light body, accelerate your ascension. So I'm going to read from the book from this one as well. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great beings contributed towards a special pool of light. It formed a high-frequency golden-white group consciousness known as the Mahatma energy. Unicorns added their light to it, as did the Buddha, the Christ, the 12 rays, and many others. The Mahatma energy accelerates your ascension 1,000-fold. When you choose this card, your unicorn is inviting you to call the Mahatma energy in through your 12 chakras to activate them to their highest potential. Ask it to flow through your energy systems to break up and clear old patterns that no longer serve your growth, and to keep the glands that govern your health and spiritual well-being strong and active. Also send it to others to help their health and their ascension. When the Mahatma energy flows through you, it forms a pool of high-frequency light in the earth below your feet. Your unicorn is asking you to offer it to Lady Gaia to help the planet to ascension. Your guidance is to evoke in your unicorn and ask it to hold you in the highest possible light. Then evoke the Mahatma energy to build your crystalline light body and prepare yourself for the new golden age. So there you go. Another theme that's sort of been coming through here in the tarot reading. And the affirmation is, the Mahatma energy flows through me. So we go. And those three together were really nice too. So there you go. We have also a few Moonology messages oracles. So we have changes. So some changes happening in your world and your thought patterns. And we have patience. So definitely requiring a lot of patience, this inner work that you're doing. And we have go for it, reach for the moon. The moon is I just heard something and then it went out the window. There is no limit like the moon. Or the world is limitless. Something like that. So those three were good together as well. So there you go. And we have one last Power of Love activation card. It is responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So yeah. I feel like that's just a message of, you know, when you're stuck in these lower vibrational thought patterns, they do sort of take up space, and the energy is felt by the people around you. So you've got to be aware of that energy that you're putting out, because you really radiate love, and you know, yeah, it really comes out and it really is expressed through energy, and it really, yeah, it changes the world around you and the people around you and the environment around you. So definitely being aware of those thoughts can play a big part in constructing your whole world. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed that message, group 2, and that it has resonated for you and that you found it helpful in some way. Please get behind me and support me with liking and subscribing and commenting on my videos and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate all of that support from you guys. And you can also find my website in the description box. I'm now available for private bookings. Bookings can be made through the website if you'd like a private reading. Otherwise, I'll see you again next time. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Moonstone, then this one is for you. Alright, so we're doing things a little bit differently for this week's reading. So I am going to be shuffling on camera, and I'm asking the cards about what we are facing, what you are facing at the moment. What is the situation you're facing at the moment? Or what are you personally facing at the moment? So, if you don't want to sit through shuffling, feel free to go skip ahead a little bit. So we've got the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. We also have Justice, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so a bit's come out here. So firstly we have the Three of Cups. So I'm getting at the moment is a really vital time for you to be spending time with people that are really close to you. You're going to need your cheer squad at the moment. You're going to need a group of people around you who can lift you up and really keep pushing you through what you're facing at the moment. And we also have the Nine of Wands coming out here. So you really have your defenses up at the moment. There's been a situation that you've been navigating through that it's been a real attack, basically. It's been an attack on everything in your world. Definitely dealing with a kind of toxic energy here, that there is someone in your world that is affecting, you know, your family, yourself personally, your where you are in life, your home, your environment, what you're doing with your life, your everything. So you've really got your guard up here, and you've just been stuck in this time period where you are just you've always got your defenses up, like you've always got your guard up, you've always got your kind of weapons up on standby. You've always got them there ready to go, because it's still not over yet, and you feel like, you know, you're not in the position yet to let those weapons drop. Yeah, you really need those. You need something to be able to fight back against this with. So you've also got Justice here. And in this situation that you're facing, I feel like you've always tried to do the right thing, and you have really tried to operate with justice and fairness and doing what's right, and not necessarily always what's right for you. You're very level-headed, and you've always tried to do what's right for everyone involved, and like do what's right for the situation, not just for selfish reasons. It's you do take into account other people's feelings and doing what's right for them as well. So we also have out the Knight of Cups. So there's definitely that energy of wanting to explore new emotions, and you know, you're not quite there yet, but you know, there's this sense of excitement, or this sense of like, yeah, just you can't wait until you're finally able to express these emotions, these new emotions, and let them out and show them to the world. Yeah, there's so much that you've been holding back because you're not in the right place to be able to express it all at the moment. and that's really sad, because I feel like you have so much to offer the world, and so much to offer the people around you, but you've got to hold a lot back. But there is a lot on the horizon for you, like a lot of new and exciting things coming into your world, and you know, that's what you're holding on, that's what you've got to hold on to for hope, and really lift you into the future here. So we've got this big air balloon lifting her up into bigger and better things. And we also have the Eight of Swords. So this is a real, like, I'm feeling just like battle weary energy here. You're worn down. You've been battling this for a long time. And it's been taking up a lot of your space and time and energy. And you're not able to move forward with your life while this is still got you captivated. Yeah, this situation is really holding you captive, and it feels like you are being held captive to this situation. And it's not with lack of trying that you're not out of it yet, because you're definitely trying, and you know, how we said before, you're putting in the right effort, and you've got the right intentions, and you've always had the right intentions at heart, in everything that you're putting towards this situation, and everything that you're fighting with, and everything that you're trying to do to make this situation better. So next out we have the Ace of Wands. And we also have the Six of Wands. So we have like a new action here. We're taking action, and yeah, I feel like with the Eight of Swords, we've been trying things, but nothing's been working, and it's coming to a point now, like things are really heating up, or I'm hearing on thin ice. So you may feel like you're really skating on thin ice, and like at any moment things are about to crack, and consume you even more. So you're at a point now where you really need to pick a path, make a decision, go in one certain direction, and that's what we have here with the Ace of Wands coming out. The real need to pick a solid path and go down that path. And we have also here the Six of Wands. So whatever it is, that the path that you end up going down, this decision that you end up coming to, you know that all eyes are going to be on you, and it's not like you're going to choose this path and it's going to be smooth sailing. You know that, like, once you've made this decision, things will get easier. Like, your day-to-day life will get easier, but you'll also be kind of thrown into like a whole new world of firing line, like a whole new firing line. But I feel like you'll be okay because you've got justice on your side, and you've got the fact that you've always tried to do things right on your side. And you've got your defenses here. So you've got your ducks in a row. You've got things in place. You have thought about this for a very long time. You're organized. You've come up with a plan. Yeah. This has not been like an over the night decision. So it's something that you've been thinking about and planning, and getting every last detail and every last step perfect. You're really planning out every step. So it's kind of like a real strategic thing that you've been working towards, because you know that once you make this decision, you're going to have to be very strategic, and you're going to have to be wise about your decisions and how you tackle things. Because I feel like once this decision's made, like you've got your defenses up, I feel like it sort of switches, like you're no longer in that direct firing line. So like the bullets can't actually hit you is what I'm seeing. It's like you've got defenses up, you've got whole new defenses. But you're in the firing, you're still in the firing line in a different way though. But this time it'll be with different supports. And those supports will make it less impactful on you, like it won't directly impact you because you'll have other supports and other people fighting for you, and you won't be directly dealing with this, I feel. So you won't be taking direct hits. What else do we have? Let's get some more cards. Any further guidance here on this situation? Okay. So we have the Hanged Man. So I feel like you've been trying to think carefully this whole time. Like you've been trying to plan things out, and you've been strategic because you know you need to have your ducks in a row, and you know you need to cover your bases and have things behind you to cover your back. And that's good, and that's all great, and it's all productive. But right now you need to some of the decisions and the things you need to consider, you need to flip things upside down a little bit and turn it on its head and think of things from a new light. Because I feel like there's a new sort of pressure on the situation. I feel like, things were always tense and hard and desperate, but now it's like kind of shifted to like a dire situation where, you don't know how, like that thin ice, you don't know how much longer that ice is going to hold up, or, hanging by a thread. You don't know how strong that little teeny tiny thread is going to be until it snaps and then it all drops down. And if that happens, it's not going to be a nice thing to have to go through. So yeah, it's at that point in the road where you really need to consider things from a fresh perspective, think outside the box a little bit, and you know, there are things that you may not have considered before, but now you really need to consider them, because yeah, it's not like you're in an emergency situation, but you need to do it for your own well-being, your own mental health, your physical health, everything. Yeah, get those stress levels down, because I feel like you're really ready for this new next stage, this new phase in your life. Okay, so we also had come out the Four of Swords. So I'm feeling like this is just an energy of a bit of a calm before the storm. Yeah, you may find things are sort of going a bit quiet, sort of a lull in activity in your situation. So yeah, during this time, the moon has also come out, so it's a time for really reflecting on this other energy that you've been dealing with, so this other person involved in this situation, and their intentions, and you know, moving forward onto this next chapter. You know, we've got the sort of calm before the storm with the Four of Swords here. You've got to be prepared for, you know, a little bit of illusion here, and I feel like the rose-colored glasses will be coming off, and you know, yeah, so you'll start seeing things differently and for what they really are. Alright, let's get a little bit more sort of last few cards on the future and the outlook. So we have the Queen of Wands coming out. So it's definitely all worth fighting for. Just know that no matter what you've been through or what you're going through, it's all worth fighting for, and your heart's in the right place, and your intentions have always been in the right place, and your time will come. I feel like, yeah, your Queen of Wands time will come, and you will find that passion again, and you'll find that fieriness. That fieriness will really start to come through. Yeah, it'll be like a slow burn up to building that fiery passion again, but it'll definitely start. The spark has already been lit within you, so it'll just keep continuing to burn brighter and brighter. Alright, so we will grab the oracle cards for this reading. First we had from the Sacred Forest oracle, we had Wizard of the Woods, Focus. So I'll just read a little clip from the book. A wisp of smoke rises out of the glade, and in an instant the smoke transforms into a wizard. His long grey beard reaches halfway down his chest, and his iridescent, shimmering robe constantly changes from various hues of green, deep emerald to light spring green, to the bright colour of grass in the summertime. He leans toward you, lowers his voice, and says, "Your wish is my command. However, you must be very clear and focused on what you truly desire. There is true magic in the world. However, to experience it, you must be able to direct your intention in the direction of your dreams. Thoughts are things, and as you focus your thoughts towards the good, you will attract more positive experiences and loving people into your life. If you direct your thoughts towards that which isn't working, you will create even more challenging situations. If you are pleased with the direction you are going, concentrate on what you desire, not what you don't want. To develop your inner power, gather your energy and focus intently on one thing. Also, diminish activities that aren't essential to this goal, and it will be just a matter of time until miracles begin to unfold. Put your attention onto what's worthwhile, loving and beautiful. That's what will manifest in your life. What you focus on is what you create. This is the time to choose just one thing to focus on rather than a slew of things and watch miracles abound. So there's that one. We also have the Castle from It's Time for Healing, Not War. So I'll read from the book because it's a cute little message. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. So, whatever decision you end up making, your intuition is going to play a big part in that. And with this card, what I feel is like you've already had this war, and you know, this war was really started up, but there's a reason why this all came to play, and you've just got to remember what that reason is and why it happened in the first place, because that reason is warranted. And yeah, you definitely made the right decision and you're on the right path. You've got to get yourself out of where you are and go on that next journey. So yeah, it's definitely been a big blow up and it's getting the reactions, but it's not getting those reactions anymore, and it's time for you to really start healing your heart. And yeah, what motivated you in the first place to do what you did in your situation, that's what you've got to remember in taking this next step. Like, you did it for a reason, and that's what you've got to remember is your motivation to get you through the next step. Definitely. Alright, so we also had from the Divine Intuition Oracle, we had visual guidance come out and also interpretation come out. So there definitely could be some messages coming out in your dreams at the moment. And definitely be taking notice of those visions and visuals that you may be getting. If you do get any, they're definitely from the universe. They're definitely significant. So it might be worth jotting what you see down, or like when you're seeing something, maybe start writing about what it's bringing up for you. And take notice of your dreams and what you're seeing in your dreams, and perhaps even start writing down things that happen in your dreams. Create a little journal where you can go into detail or even just quickly jot things down. Because I know it's hard when you're half asleep at night and wake up from a dream to be coherent enough to write down detailed stories, but definitely writing down bits and pieces, even little words, can help get you a message. And we also have the activation card from the Power of Love Oracle, Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others can no longer define who you are. I think that's perfectly fitting. I did it a different way today. I did the shuffling on camera, but I actually pulled all the oracle cards beforehand to get my piles and, you know, sort of separate the three piles. I got the oracle cards first before I started filming, so it was interesting to see the synchronicities and, you know, themes that I talked about within the reading, the tarot, were already supported by the existing oracles that I already had. Yeah, like this one and this one, I feel like really tie in with some of the messages that came through in the oracle, and that wizard focus one as well. And the moonstone came out with these two divine intuition oracles, so that was a cool little synchronicity as well, because the moonstone is good for enhancing your dreams and lucid dreaming, and people often put it underneath their pillow for when they sleep at night, because yeah, it helps with dreaming and maybe even like the visuals coming out in your dreams there. So there we have, that is everything I have for you, group 3. So I hope that's helpful and resonated for you. So please, I appreciate all of your support. Please get behind me and like and comment on my videos. Let me know what you think and how the messages fit for you. And please subscribe. I would really love that. And I do have a website now where you can book online and yeah, booking your private readings with me if anyone's after one of those. Yeah, and I look forward to reading you again for you again soon. Bye, group 3.